that we can give because we're running really late. Well, research shows three important processes shape young children's development in early learning, and we refer to these processes as three R's: relationships, repetition, routines. We have the next set of speakers, in fact. Thank you, everyone, from the first set of speakers who've been already there. We invite the second set of speakers from this slot from 2 to 4 p.m. As we are already running late, I'm as quickly I loved about the next speaker who's there, Garima Tiwari, our 3R framework for early childhood learning in the pandemic era and beyond. Garima, all over to you. Please be on the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Swerling, and thank you, Dr. Vasavi and ECDF for organizing this wonderful summit. I'll, not take much of the time and quickly start with my presentation. I am Garima Tiwari, founder and CEO of India's first and only bespoke learning supply store, Creative Express. And today I'll talk about our 3R framework for early childhood learning in pandemic era and beyond. Here the 3R stands for rethink, restore, and rejuvenate. Before I deep dive into the presentation, I would like to have, I don't know why I'm not able to put it in the presentation mode. Okay. Before I start with the presentation, I would like all of you to pause for a minute and take a look at these pictures. A bird in a cage, birds in a simulated enclosure, and free birds flying in the sky in a rainforest. Keep these three pictures in your mind because we will come back to this later.
May I request everyone to be on the mute, please? May I request everyone else to be on the mute, please?
Yeah. Now let's look at the impact of pandemic on the preschooler. Last year, kids missed outdoor play opportunity, physical activities, social connection, meeting extended family, community gatherings, and fun time with friends. Instead, they got increased screen time, anticipatory grief, anxiety, developmental issues, sedentary life, monotonous routine, no discipline, hygiene paranoia, and a fear of disease. Research are showing that all these will have a long-term impact on our preschoolers, and these will manifest as depression in the teen years, anxiety that will last beyond the pandemic. There is a research which shows that there is a significant drop in the academic performance of this year's kids as compared to their peers last year. A report from UK also suggests that when these preschooler or early learners will enter the workforce, they will be less productive. With that, we now quickly check what was the learning in the pandemic era. Pandemic happened so suddenly, we were all caught unprepared. But then gradually, when we realized that education cannot be impacted, we all moved online, right? Government came up with these dedicated TV channels, radio stations, school moved online. Parents also opted for homeschooling subscription, which were online. Kids learned a lot about different kind of apps and the things of internet. We are conducting a survey amongst parents. This is an initial stage, but we have the trends, and it shows that 85% of parents still prefer offline mode of learning. What was lost? The pandemic impacted externally driven development in preschoolers, be it life skills, social skills, mental health, gross motor development, real world learning, and application of knowledge gained. What was crucial but suffered most, right? You imagine a nuclear family where both parents are working from home. They are also working for home because now they don't have any house help to support. They have less time to connect with their child. This is leaving parents with increased stress level due to the guilt, and the child is also bored with the monotonous life that it has to follow for last 1 year. Now, what is the need of the hour? The need of the hour is to fill all the gaps that I've identified in the first 3 slides. We need to, as a community, come together, bring all stakeholders in the early childhood management to work together in a more collaborative manner to achieve and facilitate overall child development at home and make it more efficient. Why I am emphasizing at home model? Because for next 2 years, the pandemic doesn't seem to go away, and the preschooler will continue to remain at the home, and the primary responsibility for education and learning has now shifted from the school to the parent, and these parents are investment bankers, IT professionals, cops, doctors, engineers. They are not expert in early childhood education, and so a lot of things are missing because of this. And this is where we as a community need to pitch in and coach and facilitate these parents, so that the smaller things that we are not able to look now but will have a long term impact can be mitigated. And this is where, for our parent community, we came up with a framework called 3R framework, wherein we help our parent network to create a more conducive, sustainable, wholesome, and experiential environment inside their home for their young learners. The 3R here stands for rethinking the learning, how it is done, restoring the experience that kids have lost last year, and rejuvenate life itself. Now let's look at the individual R's. So we are saying rethink how learning will be done this year. So we are saying that you take your current learning model, identify the core learning objective from that, combine it with developmental needs of a child, and then come up with these four things. Ideas to enable teachers to maximize activity-based interaction with the students. Even today, you are doing hybrid model, right? The blended learning. What we are saying is that keep the online 20% and make the offline 80%. So give them enough resources, enough ideas to kind of, uh, do activity based interaction at home to learn the same concept. We have to offer parents with home learning resources. It need not be a kit or something. You can give several ideas which you use in the classroom and pass it on to your parents, so that they use their home resources and create that learning environment for them. Ask them to include role plays, fun learning games, and treasure hunts in their daily routine, so that child's daily life becomes engaging and fun filled. And also ensure that they use their home setup. I understand that many of the people are living in small flat and they don't have the luxury to go out and play in a veranda or balcony. But then still, you can come up with ideas where you can uh, design games in which you can use your house setup and ensure that child gets enough physical activity around that. So this is the rethink. Next is the restore. What can be done? So we are saying that as a community, we need to try and simulate the outside world in their home. Create a home environment that contributes to development of life skill, social skills, better mental health, improved motor skill, real world learning, a place where they can also apply the knowledge that they are gaining, and also foster their curious mind. This needs to be done, and parents need huge support from the community, because as I said, they are not the expert in early childhood education. Rejuvenate, how to fix it, right? You need to make the life vibrant. You need to bring that emotional connect in their life on daily basis, and ensure that there's positivity that is maintained in the house. This is what you used to do in the school, right? You had circle time and a lot of other activities which you used to do with the group of children, and they used to look forward. This is not happening in today's world. So we need to come up with strategy that parent can use to daily connect with the child, create a comfortable environment for the child to grow and nurture them, and also ensure that there is a two-way communication between child and parent. Some parents are doing it, at some homes it is happening, but there are many homes where it is not happening, and we cannot blame parents for this. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that this generation of preschooler also get the same opportunity that their peers got last year or a year before the pandemic. Coming back to the same pictures that I'd shown you before. So bird in a cage, nobody wants. What we have ended up with is an enclosure where we can simulate the development environment for the child. And now with 3R, what we are suggesting is that you take the real world, which is the bird flying in the free sky, and try to simulate as much as in their home environment to ensure that their development does not get impacted this year or next year or whatever time the pandemic lasts. In the end, my request is, as a community, we must collaborate, work towards mitigating the implication of pandemic on our little ones. Now, we have created a small community for 3R framework on Facebook. If you're interested, you can join this. This is a non-commercial initiative from our end, and we would love as many people, as many educators to participate in it, so that we can take the learning from this to our respective parent community. You can reach to me on my LinkedIn profile as well. Thank you. And this is my number in case somebody wants to connect to me. Hope I was on time, Swerling.
Thank you. Yeah, you were absolutely on time, out on time. Thank you